Alright. Go live. I hope this doesn't disappear. Oh, there you go. Oh my god, these people are so dumb. What's going on, everybody? Eli, what's up? So this is the Saturn that I screwed up the frame mod with. So I bought the SEGA Saroo to see if it saves directly to the Saroo and not this thing, to bypass it. If not, I had to get a fin rear or a mode, because the fin rear and the mode, they save directly to the SD card and not the onboard RAM, whatever the hell, the frame. Problem is, I don't know where I put the cables for this stuff. Talos, what's going on, buddy? How you doing? So, I gotta look in the closet really quick for the cables for this, and then we'll begin. So, I know SimCity 2000 won't play, because it can't detect the memory, the internal memory. So that's the game we're going to try out. But I had to go live. I had to start the stream before I found the wires because I got to hurry up. We got to do the podcast in a little bit. So I got to move it here. I have the power cord. I just don't know where the HDMI cable is I had for this thing. Yeah, if the SEGA Saroo doesn't work, I might send that back. And I'll just put that money towards getting a fin rear, probably. I guess I don't have an extra Saturn cable. You know, I don't have a controller either. I thought I had one, and I don't know where they went. I have the wireless ones, but I don't know where those are. I know where the dongles are. I don't know where the actual controller is. I'm a mess today. I had a wired Saturn controller. I don't know what the hell that is either. I have them at home. But that's not going to help me now, is it? El Nini, what's going on, buddy? So the podcast, we're going to start tonight at 10 o'clock. getting the cable or control is nice. I gotta work on this HDMI too. What is going on tonight? Now my Saturn controllers are missing. What's going on here? Oh, unless they're in the orange bag, which they shouldn't be there. But probably in the orange bag. What is going on today? Where are these controllers? Right, I don't know where these things are. They should be in one of these two bags here. This is delaying things, and it's hot as hell in this place. Some guy tried coming in, all the lights are off. Then he wouldn't leave until I confirmed with him that we were closed. It's like the lights are off. What don't you get? The lights are off. Dumb people up here. The lights are off. Are you open? And by the way, we would have been closed anyway at 8 o'clock, so I don't know what the hell's wrong with this guy. We used to close at 7 on weekdays. Right before I started streaming, that guy banged on the door. Normally, I would let the guy in, but I'm on a time crunch. Not that guy, or anybody. I don't even know who the hell that was. So there's no SEGA Saturn controllers in here. All 3 of my wireless Saturn controllers are not here. What is going on? Usually keep all the controllers in this bag. Okay, I will look and see if they're locked up. If not, then I'm in big trouble because I'm live and I gotta look for this stuff. I thought this stuff was right here. Just to test one thing out. Alright, let's see. Hang on, guys. You gotta give me a few minutes. is going on tonight? The dongles are all here. The Saturn controllers. Man, I don't know anymore. I really don't know. Where are these controllers? I need them. They've always been in my bag. Alright, well, I'm gonna look. Not here. Not here. Not here. Not here. And this was just Super Nintendo. It's PlayStation. Not here. What is this? A PS4 controller? Alright, well I got a big problem because I can't find these remotes and I need them in order to turn that thing on. I don't understand. What's in that bag? Alright, I found a charging cord. I'm going to charge this. I'm going to go get the AV cables for this thing. Oh, Carlos, what's up, man? Alrighty. So plug this controller in, charge it for a few minutes. I just need the controller to get to the menu. Like, I don't really need it for anything else, so I'll charge it here. Okay, I'm charging it. That's good. There we go. Oh. The cable doesn't reach. Alright, I'm going to go get the AV cables and we'll start. Man, it's hot out here. This is not good. You guys open. The lights are off. There's nobody in there. They gotta be open. Okay. No, I left the cables in there. Jesus. Camera May, what's up, man? We're going to start the podcast at 10 o'clock tonight. Because obviously I'm not home. So I got to get home. An AV cable. HDMI, baby. Where are you? Right here. This takes the older HDMI, so I'm alright. Get that. You know, crazy 4K cables or anything. Okay. I got everything, so let's do this. Flip this over. I'll show you guys the screen in a second. How is this thing? Here we go. Okay. I'm gonna have to order a wired controller and a HDMI cable for this thing. Just make sure I have an extra one. Oh, I need power, duh. got stuff on the screen here. So what I'll do is I'll position the camera so you guys can see what's going on. So again, what happened was, one of the last streams I did with this one, well, the last one I did with this machine, I screwed up the FRAM mod, so now we can't save anything to the console, and certain games won't play unless they save to the machine, like SimCity 2000. So I bought the Saroo because I heard that it saves to the Kart, but I want to make sure. If it doesn't, I have to go get a mode or a fin rear, because those save to the SD card. So it bypasses the internal memory altogether. So I'm going to try this out, see if this works. It's the first time I bought a Saroo. I really don't need one, but let's see. Let's see how this works out. There we go. It's plugged in. So let's turn it off. Okay. I had to get the dongle for this thing. I have 3 dongles here. I don't know which one this remote goes to, but figure this out together. Okay. Let's see. Ah, I got lucky. Okay. I'm not getting audio because I think it's muted. Which keyboard goes to this? I think it was that keyboard over there. Oh, there's no audio for now. So Saroo loads right up. Select a game. These games came pre-installed except for a couple of them I put on here before I left the house. This thing was delivered today, so... SimCity 2000. Let's see if we can bypass the internal saves. Look how fast that is, man. And it works. So if I go get the disc of this, you will see that it won't go any further. That's awesome, man. So I was going to throw the Saturn out. But now, as long as I have to send Saroo, I'm good. And this thing was only 50 bucks. Nice. Now I should go get the disc and show you guys what I was hitting. That's cool, man. Really impressed with this. What keyboard and mouse are connected to this? That's what I gotta know. Is it this keyboard and mouse? No, I can't. Right? Hold on. I have so many computers here, I don't know what keyboard goes to what anymore. RWK, what's up? We're going to start at 10 o'clock tonight. You know what, you guys can look at that for a second while I see what keyboard goes to this stupid computer. This is the keyboard, okay. Where's the mouse? Oh, right here. There you go. Alright, let me go get the game because I'll show you the message I was getting. Frank, what's up? This thing actually works. Let's go get the disc and I'll show you guys. Then I'll wrap it up because we're going to start at 10 o'clock, so I got to get home. Frank, I had some guy again. The lights are off. He's banging on the door to come in. Right before I started streaming. Kanjiro, what's up, brother? How you doing? Yeah, they all are. All the companies are laying off employees. They've been doing that all year. Sony, Bungie, everybody. It's not just Xbox. The industry is basically getting rid of everybody. Here, let's start here. You'll see how you'll get a message that he can't save. There you go. System memory was not ready for use. Would you like to clear all the data on the system memory? So I screwed up removing the chip on here, if you guys remember. In the last stream that I had with this one, the Fram mod. I had desoldered the chip, but then 2 of the legs, or 3 of the legs, pulled off the board. So that it can be fixed, but I don't want to do all that. That's a lot of work. So I was like, do I sell this thing as broken? What do I do? I was like, let me see if this saves to the SD card. If not, I know that the mode and the fin rear do. So I can always just mod this out. So, as it turns out, this saves. It bypasses the chip in here and it saves right to here. As you guys saw. So this is the disc. Let's try the one on the Kart. I'm going to take the disc out. I'll leave the disc over here. Frank, we would have been... The guy banged on the door at like... right after 8 o'clock. It's like... Even if we were open, we close at 7. The sign on the door says that we're closed during the week. Select the game. SimCity 2000. Look how fast this thing loads, too. And there you go, the game starts. Cool. Now it brought new life into the Sega Saturn that I screwed up. So, very cool. This will have to be saved for, maybe I'll use it as a kiosk Saturn, I don't know, but... There you go, man. That's really cool. This thing, I bought the lower end one, 32 gigabytes, because they're only like 50 bucks, 60 bucks, something like that. And this is the newer one, the enhanced board. I don't know what the hell that means, but whatever. Yeah, so, again, I'll put the disc in. Take this out. And you'll see that with the disc... Whatever, it doesn't matter. With the disc, it wants to check for the RAM chip. So yeah, the fact that this thing bypasses all that is awesome. As you see, it'll stop us, and we can't play. Because it can't detect that chip. There you go. System memory is not ready for use. I'll say yes. SimCity cannot be started until backup memory has been cleared. And that's it. You get booted out. So, I mean, this board would have been garbage, or I would have had to sell this part. Somebody would resolder it and fix it. Or I could just plug this sucker in. And it turns into an instant jukebox anyway, so... If I could speak tonight. There you go, Saroo. Boom, done. Go back to SimCity. Now, I don't like SimCity 2000, but this was the game I tested that gave me that error. So I was like, alright, we gotta test it. And there you go. The game just loads. Let's see what's going on here. So this had a bunch of Japanese games on it. I put on Mortal Kombat 2 and Trilogy and SimCity. That's all I put on. Oh yeah, look, Dynamite Deck is on there. Some good games on here. So basically what I'll do is I have a bunch of 128 memory cards. I'll just take one of those and just throw a bunch of games on this thing. What's going on, Jamie on? We're going to start the show tonight, 10 o'clock. So this thing works beautifully. It boots fast. Got the 4 megabytes built in, so it detects it for the game, so you can play the
game. Keep this.
Ready. Fight!
Shoryuken! 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 Hadouken!
Marvelous!
I gotta find a battery door for this because when I screwed up the mod, I said fuck it and I put everything wherever, random spots. I don't know what the door is for this. It's here somewhere, but I don't know where. I got this off Amazon. I ordered it 2 days ago. I'll give you the thing. Well, there you go. I'm in Sim City. So I fucked up the Fram mod in the last stream that I did for this thing. The Fram mod is the, I desoldered the internal memory, so when it saves the game to the internal memory, I was going to solder the Fram chip, which you won't need to keep changing out the stupid batteries anymore. However, when I desoldered it, it got, 3 of the legs still got caught and they ripped the pads off, so I would have to do a trace repair, which I really don't want to do. So I read online that, okay, the mode and the fen rear, they bypass that chip anyway and save it to the SD card. The Saroo, I wasn't sure. People were saying yes and no. I ordered the Saroo, and now I can play games. Because what happened was, as I showed earlier in the stream, I'll show you again. Sim City won't play unless it detects that memory chip in here. Because it has to save a file before it can start. So games won't play. I mean, certain games will not play. Maybe all the games, I don't know. But here's the SimCity 2000 disc. It doesn't matter. Get me out of here. Alright, so here's what happens when that chip is fucked up. The chip isn't in here because I took it out. But now the game can't detect that chip to save whatever file it needs to start. So you're going to get this message. System memory is not ready for use. Would you like to clear all the system memory? If I say yes, all system memory cannot be cleared because there's no chip in here. So the backup memory is not ready for use. SimCity cannot be started until the backup memory has been cleared. So it's going to boot me back to the main menu until I can figure out what's going on. Now, this has an SD card. I'm going to take the disc out. We'll talk about send you a sacrifice tonight. Sacrifice. So now I'm loading the ISO of this disc on this thing. And as you can see, the game is starting no problem. Because it bypasses that chip. And this thing was only 50, 60 bucks. There you go. The game is started. Gotta love that 90s 80s music. So there you go. It's beautiful. Mortal Kombat has some crazy load times. Let's see if that cuts down. It's like the game. Oh, I don't have Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 on here. Just Trilogy. Well, Trilogy takes a while to load. It's good too if your disk drive breaks. And yeah, you can buy the other ones, the ODEs, but if this is cheaper, a Fenrir is like $120. This is $50 to $60, and it's half the price. This might have compatibility issues with certain things, but you might be alright. And there's always firmware updates for this. Yeah, that was fast, man. This game is not that fast.
Choose your destiny. Excellent.
Good old 90s Sierra PC music, buddy.
Fight.
Look how fast this shit is.
Smoke wins.
That's really good, man. Look how fast.
Fight. Finisher. Smoke wins.
That's the guy from Virtua Fighter, and that's Dracula.
Fatality. Fight. Smoke wins.
Very cool.
Fight. Finish him. Smoke wins. Fatality.
That's like instant.
Fight.
Wow.
Smoke wins.
Shout out to Mike Mullis, man. He recommended this thing.
Flawless victory.
But I was like, alright, I'll check it out and see if this thing has
Fight.
that feature I need. Exceeded expectations.
Finish him. Smoke wins.
I sold the Splatoon OLED Switch,
Fight.
$379, just sold.
Smoke wins. Flawless victory. Fight. Well done. Flawless victory. Fatality.
Very cool. Look at that. This actually makes this game playable.
Smoke wins.
The roundhouse kick does more damage than the uppercuts
Flawless victory.
in this game. I don't know why, but it does. That's why I do it.
Fight. Fatality.
This thing is awesome. Shit.
Fight. Well done. Well done. Smoke wins.
Back from the dead. What's up, man?
Fight. Well done. Well done. Well done. Fatality.
I highly recommend this thing. Look at that.
Fight. Smoke wins. Fight. Smoke wins.
Yeah, punch him. Milkman, what's up? We're gonna start the show at 10 tonight. Obviously, I'm here. I gotta go home. You gotta play a SEGA Saturn.
Fight.
Yeah, see? He was detecting I was trying to back jump. Nice. Yeah, man, check it out. I didn't use it yet. I still have to go home and, like, hook it up. But I'll let you know how it is. Glad the video helped you. That controller's nice back. You're gonna like that.
Fight.
Yeah, there'll be a rant tonight. It'll be on Hellblade 2 and their artistic vision. The old Kano, old Kung Lao, old Jax, old Raiden. Alright, good. So this thing works great.
Fight!
I like how they're brothers in the movie.
Fight!
The Saroo is basically, you can put all the Saturn games on this cartridge here and play them. You don't need a disc. Let's try to beat this. Oh, that's my TV. It's a stupid cable. Oh, well, we can't beat it now. Okay, so what happened was, a month or two ago, I screwed up putting the chip in here. The memory chip. And because that chip isn't in here, I can't play games on discs. Like, I showed in this video, Milkman. SimCity 2000 won't work. Because it detects that chip and it can't detect it. However, with the Saroo, it bypasses that chip and saves to the SD card. So we can play games now. So this Saturn is not junk anymore. This $50 part revived this whole thing. How do you go back? Can you select like, there's gotta be a thing for cheats, right? There you go. Hopefully there's a cheat code menu I can use. I'll figure that out later. But yeah, this thing is fixed. It's saved. Yeah, I know. I sold it to Carlos Cruz for $300. Bro, I got a Saturn with a shit ton of games complete in box. This is before everything shot all the way up for like $150. And Resident Evil was in there. So he basically paid me double of what I paid for that whole lot. And I still have some of those games. A lot of them I sold here, but I have the machine and the games. I have a couple of them left. I don't have many left. Let's do Mortal Kombat 2 again. Now, people have made their own custom firmware for this thing. I could try that out at some point, but this works. I know this works. I'm good. Buttons are working. What's going on with this?
Fight!
Alright, Alright, this must have a compatibility issue. Because the buttons are, like, not working properly. So yeah, this thing is good, but not for everything, I guess. That's why I wasn't starting, because the buttons are not working properly for that game. So there's an incompatibility issue we just found on the air right here. Yeah. We'll be covering that. Let's see. What is this? Final Fight Revenge? Okay, I played that on there before. Yes, I mean, I think that's about it for this. Go back to the menu. It's supposed to be on Anthony's channel. Game. Oh, you can load a disc from here too. Okay. So if I load this game from the Saroo, is it going to save to the SD card? Let's try that real quick. Checking the disc. Yeah, I know, it's messed up, man. I didn't need either. Oh, wow. You see how slow it is compared from the disc to the cartridge? We're running off the disc now. But it's letting us play the game. So the Saroo will still let us bypass that chip with our CDs. That's crazy, man. That's an awesome deal. Someone passed out at the supermarket? Oh, wow. Was he what, drive home? I think Proto Foxy was shocked that they mentioned Anthony. The guy who plays Chris Redfield in the RE1, he mentioned Anthony. And he messaged me right away. He goes, "This guy just talked about Anthony." I was like, "Yeah, he worked with him." So the Saroo will let you play your CDs. It'll bypass that chip. Very cool. Alright. I want to see if there's cheats on here. If not, I'll figure that out later. There's got to be a way to put cheat codes on here. This could be a good kiosk Saturn. I gotta find that door. Oh wait, it's in the closet somewhere. World's first problems, right? What's binary? What's debug shell? Oh, Resident Evil's on here. That sucks that Mortal Kombat 2 has an issue.
Biohazard.
don't know what happened.
Barry! Where's Barry?
Well, I'm sorry.
The load times will probably be crazy on here.
No.
Because again, it's loading off the cartridge.
What is that?
I'll go and check.
Okay, Jill and I will stay in the hall in case of an emergency.
I'll go and check.
Chris? Take care.
They had a shit ton of beat-em-ups. Are you kidding me? The Saturn had tons of beat-em-ups, fighters. The Saturn was great. The problem with the Saturn was it came out unannounced, and it was $100 more than PlayStation. Sound familiar? Look how fast this will be. It's the same.
Wesker? Jill?
What happened to Jill and Wesker?
What happened to Jill and Wesker?
Can someone Google Saroo MK2? Cause yeah, the buttons are like, the start button is like the right bumper. It's weird. It's all messed up.
Fight!
So start is left bumper. And the character just holds their hand like that. You can't play the game. Alright, well, there's that. Let me Google this real quick before I leave. Saroo. Mortal Kombat 2 never came out. Oh no, it did, right? So is this the American version I downloaded? Came out in Japan only on fucking PlayStation. I got that mixed up. No, it says Mortal Kombat 2 USA. So Mortal Kombat 2 USA, it says it works fine. What does the Japanese one say? Because that says caution. It says Mortal Kombat Trilogy doesn't work. But it did work. Let's see, Mortal Kombat 2 Japan. There's audio issues. I think that list is outdated. So yeah, certain games are just gonna have certain issues. That's why the fin rear is really the way to go, the cheapest option. But again, it depends. Like, are you really going to be playing a lot of these games that have issues or what? But, you know, I played MK2. So now I can't really play it on here. That's going to suck. So maybe I have to send this back. But, I mean, everything else is loading pretty quickly. It's nice. So, Sir X-Man's favorite game. Shit, I gotta go, man. David R., what's up? What I'll do is, I'll take this Saroo home. And I'll see if I use that custom firmware one, if that fixes it. Man, this works fine. Look how quick this is. It's like an instant boot. Alright, not bad. Alright, I'm gonna have to do this show at 10:15, so let me set it up. The minute I get home, we'll go live. So you guys, Frank and Anthony, you guys get ready. Yeah, I have to set that up when I end. But yes, this is successful. The testing I wanted to do with this worked great. So I'm gonna put this back in the box. Again, I don't know if I'm going to keep this because I need to make sure that the games I play work. If they don't, I'll return this and take that money and get the fin rear. Because I know my games work on that thing. So here's the box I send it to you in. I don't even know what you guys are talking about. Alright guys, we'll be back in about a half an hour with the show. I'm gonna move it to 10:15. So we'll be live by 10:15 because I gotta go jump in the car and I gotta go home. So it takes me about 10 minutes to get home, if even. So let me jump in the car and get out of here. And I will. I'm just gonna turn the computer off. I don't care. Just want to clean this stuff up really quick. Get this stuff out of here. I don't know what you guys are talking about. That stuff goes back inside later. Yes. Look at this. Alright. I need this. Alright, so we're going to start at 10:15. I'm going to end the stream now. Set up the next stream. And when I get home, we'll go live, alright? So Frank, Anthony, Fred, you guys, you jump on Discord and you get ready. Alright, everyone in the chat, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. This was awesome. So, alright, catch you guys later. Catch you guys in a half an hour. Peace.